As a growing and bubbling city, Lagos requires law enforcement agencies to ensure sanity and order among the residents from various backgrounds. One of these agencies is the Lagos State Neighbourhood Safety Agency, a model community safety body committed to a secure and conducive environment. Well, on this episode of Inside Lagos, we focus on the activities of the Lagos State Neighbourhood Safety Agency for a secure Lagos. Amadedoja, Salam Adenini.
Ẹni tí òde kò yìn ẹkùn kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kò yìn ẹkùn kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kò yìn ẹkùn kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kò yìn ẹkùn kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kò yìn ẹkùn.
For a bustling city like Lagos, maintaining peace and safety is a daunting challenge. This is the reason the state government is equipping the security agencies with modern equipment to fight crime through the Lagos State Security Trust Fund. In order to further nip crime in the bud, the state government established the Lagos State Neighbourhood Safety Agency. It is a uniformed security agency established by an act of the Lagos State House of Assembly in 2016 to assist the police and other security agencies to maintain law and order in the state. The Lagos State Neighbourhood Safety Corps operates in all the 57 local government and council development areas of the state. From its headquarters, located in the Lagos State Task Force Complex in Mafoluku Oshodi, the agency operates through 5 divisions, the zonal offices and local government areas for effective reporting and monitoring. Ifalade Oyekon, a Prince of Lagos, is the General Manager of the Lagos State Neighbourhood Safety Agency. To have a better understanding of the operations of the Neighbourhood Corps, I visited the headquarters of the agency.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir.
How was it?
I'm fine.
That's good. Have your seat, please.
Thank you, sir.
I was received by the General Manager, Prince Ifalade Oyekon.
Been so busy from Letty to neighborhood.
Prince Oyekon, who had served as the director of Lagos State Law Enforcement Training Institute, Letty, expressed his passion for security matters. He said it runs in the blood.
My dad was an ex-military man. He fought the First World War and the Second World War as a pharmacist in the army. And the present Oba of Lagos is a retired AIG as well. And when you go down the lane, I have a brother called Demiju Oyekon, who retired as Commissioner of Police. And when you leave that lane as well, when you go to Isaliko, which is my hood, there's Taju Bakari, retired as Commissioner of Police as well. And may his gentle soul rest in peace, Bishi, was an AIG in Abuja there before, he passed on. And the big shot, Baba Musliu Smith, That's our father from, Lagos Island as well. And you can see what surrounds me is, people from the security world. And not only that, I used to work with Israelis. I worked with Israelis for 16 years, whereby a lot of training when it comes to training, how to survive, security-wise, have been given to me.
He spoke more about the vision behind the establishment of the agency and Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's desire to make it more vibrant and effective.
The mandate given to us then by Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, is to go and rebrand Leti. We want Leti to be, a training institute that can be appreciated by, the whole world. And the whole world, from other states, bringing people to come and train, their law enforcement officers, which we did. We did that for 1 year, 2 months, and some days before Mr. Governor said, yes, it's high time you need to move on. Moving on is to come to neighborhood. Please, it's because you perform. That's why I'm taking you now, to go and do this assignment for me. Now, I want you to go and rebrand neighborhood the way you've done in Leti. Mr. Governor has been proactive in, achieving what he wants, security in Lagos State to be. And ever since, we've not looked back. 2016, when we had neighborhood, and it used to be neighborhood watch, it was passed to law. Then they brought every neighborhood watcher at that time to the central to become Lagos State Neighbourhood Safety Agency. Now we have the Neighbourhood Safety Agency. Every officers of ours are domain in their own wood.
The agency has undergone transformation for effective service delivery.
When you look at it, there's a lot, but the main important one is to secure life and properties, and as well to support the Nigerian police and other law enforcement outfit. May it be Army, may it be Air Force, may it be Navy, may it be DSS, may it be, Federal Road Safety.
Ifalade Oyekon explained that the focus of the Neighbourhood Safety Agency is more on intelligence gathering.
We are more into our community because we are grassroots. For every 5 homes, you see a neighborhood officers. And we gather intelligence gathering, which is our strong point. Unlike the other law enforcement outfits, you find out that, they come from different states. You can be posted from another state to Lagos State. And before you settle down to know the terrain, it will take some few, months. This is the primary aim, and when you look at the 57 local government, you still find us there. Like now, we have our operational officers, which are the one in the uniform. We have our intelligent officers, which are the ones that wear mufti. You hardly know them or recognize them. Sometimes people will say, we didn't see neighborhood there. Yes, you might not see neighborhood in uniform, but you see neighborhood intelligence, but you won't know. They are like ghosts. We now develop what is called the investigation department, because we told Lagosians, everybody, if you see something, say something and follow it through. We don't need your identity. You just tell us, this is what is happening in this my neighborhood. Give us XYZ. When you bring it, we don't rely on it totally. But we take it as mandate for us to do our job on it. Now the investigation department goes out to investigate what you've written, to ascertain that what you've written is true. Then we move in.
Part of the plans of the agency is expansion of its operations to waterways security.
Some of my colleagues will say, when we came on board, is for us to do 1, visibility studies. What is it that we are doing that is good? What is it that we are doing that is not? What is it that we need to improve on? We're talking about almost 8-10 years roadmap, because we have the short, the medium, and the long-term project. But when you look at it, some of the even long-term project has been achieved, under, the short or the medium-term project. For example, I'll tell you about human trafficking units. Yes, I've been to NPA, Nigerian Port Authority. I went to them. Approval has been given to us to monitor our inner waterways.
Its operations thrive on collaboration with sister agencies to ensure safety in Lagos.
We operate because we are in our woods. But we need to take it further. We need to operate like an international body. What is being obtained? What is out there that they are doing and we are not doing? I'll give you an example. When task force go out on these bike issues, I have some of my men with them. I support them with some of my men. When the RRS work, I support them with my men. In fact, I have 20 officers for every month that do learn the job on the job with RRS Egbeyemi. Because when it gets there, you need to know it. Yes, you are law enforcement officers, but we are not in a competition. You can't compare yourself with those set of, law enforcement officers. So go and learn the job. You are on the job, but you are learning the job again. So by the time at the end of the day we have our state police, you won't be found wanting on what to do. You know it already. You know how to go about it. These are the research aspect of it.
The general manager said the agency now leverages on technology to deepen its operations. And one of the innovative ideas it has adopted is the use of body-worn cameras by its officers.
It used to be your words against my words. But now it needs to be your words against what I've recorded. All over the world, you find a law enforcement officer using a body-worn cam. Like somebody, you apply one way, and you're arguing after you busted out in the front, and you're arguing that, no, I didn't pass one way. Once I show you that, that's your plate number. We have about almost 300 of our officers using the body-worn cam now.
Body-worn cameras are used to capture video evidence when officers are responding to all types of incidents. They are issued to all officers who come in contact with the public. It is meant to increase transparency.
This is the body-worn camera, for instance. We got about 6 different body-worn cameras in all. Now it is for us to see which one will be effective in Lagos State and Nigeria as a whole. Okay. And when we started with the one we are using, this.
There is one that we wear.
This. What we had before was we had the belts, and the camera is there. Okay. But now we are facing up the belt. We are using vests now. And using the vests make it more professional than using the belt. For you to wear this, do you want to wear this, or I try it on me? Okay. Now, this goes into this. Sorry, ma'am. Then this come there. We are talking about 600 meters for you to record. But for you to now have the clarity, it's just like your camera as well, then we need to talk about 400. When you have the 600, you zoom in to catch the face. About 400, I see everything about you, even the driver. Okay. So by the time you're busting out to be like, yes, I'm not on BRT lane. When I stop you, I have an evidence to show you that you'll be on BRT lane 60 meters, 600 meters before you go to this place. Let me plug this first. Okay. Now, you have that. We've moved from this to this.
Okay. This is a bulletproof vest.
Yes.
Do they encounter some dangers while doing their job?
A lot.
Okay.
All over the world, nobody loves or likes law enforcement officers. Okay. Now, this is more professional. Because of your height, you will just be seeing my body and my voice. You can't see my face. So you can tint it up.
Yes.
That's the beauty. Which, of course, we have about 300 officers, having that on now. It has audio, it has video, it has pictures you can take. You can set time, you can set the locations, everything.
Traffic control is critical to the operations of the Lagos State Neighbourhood Safety Agency.
If at a junction, I don't have a last mark there, for example, and I can see there is no last mark, I need to step in as a law enforcement officer.
The general manager took me through other units at the headquarters and showed me how they now use scooters and bicycles to penetrate the nooks and crannies of Lagos.
All the drones.
This is the situation room where the footage from the body cameras and drones are monitored and analyzed.
If there is no issue, we can discard. Anything that we know is going to arise to something in future, we keep.
So you have a library?
We have it. We have an archive.
There is also the Hall of Fame at the office, which tells the history of the agency and its operations.
We work with every law enforcement outfit.
Yeah.
Federal Road Safety, Civil Defense, the CP, the UDEN, they've achieved. We need to celebrate them so that others will be like, yes, I need to do so that I can have my face on this wall. So in future, I can sit down and tell my grandchildren, go to neighborhood, you see my face on the wall. My set was the first set that did this, that did that. In the next 2-3 years, you might find us in the air.
The next point of inspection was the office of the anti-trafficking unit of the Lagos State Neighbourhood Safety Agency and the Lagos State Task Force on Human Trafficking.
And it took us almost 2 years even to get this place given to us. The ambassador from America and ambassador from Netherlands jointly leadership for.
The unit works with some development partners on strengthening Nigeria's criminal justice response to trafficking in persons and smuggling of migrants, as well as improved response to trafficking in persons in Nigeria.
We report such cases to NAPTIP, and also we deal with cases of sexual and domestic violence, and such cases are reported to the Sexual and Domestic Violence Agency in Alausa for prosecution and at times, further investigation.
So how many do you do in a day? In terms of human trafficking, how many do you do in a day? How many cases do you witness in a day?
Well, we would not take it daily because, one, the awareness, it has not really gone.
Or in a month or 6 months or in a year?
Okay, yeah, we just started January, and since then we've handled like about 10 cases since the inauguration, since the commissioning of this unit, yes.
The offices are linked and coordinated for effective service delivery.
We have our 24 hours, telephone communication, receiving call from outside.
Is it the 112 or 767?
No. We have a special number for ourselves, that
within the agency.
Even outside, when you go to our social media handles, we have everything there. So you can just pick up your phone and call and report to us. We won't see your face, but we take it up.
So there is this trust between you and the citizens and the residents. They are free to tell you, to give you information.
They are so free. That's
another thing.
Let me tell you what.
That's another problem.
Let me tell you one thing.
People don't trust enough to give out information.
Let me tell you this. A neighborhood officer is part of your family. By the time you start connecting now, you connect to a neighborhood officer that is your family. So we are more or less, this is our base. We are not deployed from any other state. This is us. And like I said, for every 5 homes in a community, you see a neighborhood officer that is a member of that family.
You said the commissioner of police, is it the former one?
The former one,
yes,
Abiodun.
Said that
80%.
done his job 80%. That's huge.
Because
giving out information is very, very
important. Information is the key thing.
Yeah, it's the key thing.
So once you have the information, and you are able to give it to the next person, which is of course division of neighbor, for them, to act on. They know where to go to. They have this information. Sometimes when we have, court cases, our officers go to court as a witness.
No, do they have the power to arrest?
We have you as a civilian to start with in the Constitution. 1999 Constitution, you have a power to arrest as a civilian. That's the first thing. Now we, as a law enforcement officer, now we have the power to arrest. We have the power to prosecute through Ministry of Justice. You need to see these people. These are the provosts. Identify yourself and what you do.
I'm NCO at the Mbenga, and I'm the State Office Marshal. We are in charge of discipline. We also checkmate our officers on their conduct as well.
So you go to the field with them?
We go to the field to do monitoring, then we check on them, and we also go for monitoring as well.
Okay, so when you check on them, are you in mufti?
No, we are on uniform.
So what are you checking them for? What are you looking out for?
What we check on them is that if they zoom on time and the time they leave the bit as well, and we also check their dressing if they are okay in discharging their duties to the community as well.
This is the state provost. We have provosts in the divisions. We have provosts in the local government, which of course they report to him, and he makes his own report to us. This is the way we dress. Now you have the body worn cam. You have the torchlight with tasers. That's their badge. Tear gas. You have another light, for seeing. You have a radio, and you have a bulletproof helmet. Can I have this, please? Hold.
Wow, it's very heavy.
That's bulletproof.
From the headquarters, I joined some officers of the Lagos State Neighbourhood Safety Agency for field operations.
That's it.
I just left the office and I left the two of you.
The State Administration and Liaison Officer Kabir Adelaja Bashir took TVC crew to various beats and pinned down points of the agency.
So this is one of your stands here in Oshodi.
At the Oshodi Road junction in Oshodi area of Lagos, I joined some of the officers involved in the control of traffic.
Okay. I can see the vehicles very, very closely with their number plates. Yes.
Community interventions is part of the officers' routine.
Sister,
They stopped at the Bode Onifade Road junction in Ewututun area of Oshodi. Some community leaders in the area commended the agency for its various interventions towards keeping the state safer.
I can tell you categorically, they are very good. And they are very good, honestly. In terms of all these element criminals people, they are up to the task. These neighborhood people, they will go to the school, monitor the school children at their gates, in and out, till they went to close. And then even within the surrounding also, they are just two pleasant people.
I've been here for over 40 years. So when this issue came up, I realized it was good. And I found 2 occasions when these people had been helpful to me. The last one was this lady, when I was erroneously harassed by the environmentalist. So she came to my help and I was happy. Then there is this Mr. Awolowo, who has also helped, especially with the Mara people. We find it difficult to enter the house because they will have blocked almost half of the road. So I appealed to him and he took action. I think this is the essence of having Lagos neighborhood session. So, on my own part, it's a well-thought idea and I want it to progress.
This shows the effective collaboration between the Lagos State Neighbourhood Safety Agency and residents for a safer environment. As Nigeria gets set for adoption of state police to tackle various security challenges confronting it as a country, Lagos appears to be in a better position for a smooth takeoff.
One of the innovative ideas introduced by the Lagos Neighbourhood Safety Corps for effective security is the use of bicycles to navigate the city by officers. That does it on today's edition of Inside Lagos. Many thanks for being a part of it. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeniyi.